Once again, we are back on Moons Technologies Train of Thought with a series of episodes with Mr. Pravin Sawant CHRO of 63 Moons Technologies Ltd. I think it's an interesting insights and the motivational story what we have recollected about him, about his struggle as far as the childhood which is concerned, and how he could make his base more stronger at that particular age. Sir, welcome back to this episode of ttalk Moons Technologies. Now, so for benefit of your audience, we have seen our earlier episode your struggle when you were 14 years of and all the tragedy which happened and now you're working and earning both the aspects. Now, for the benefit of a target audience, can you please share journey of an education till your first job?
Rather, my first job happened first than the education.
Correct.
Completing the education, I am into say graduation. After passing my 10th, I started working with one of my college professor who was a tax consultant. So I used to go to college when I was in FYGC, that's 11. I used to attend classes in the morning. Afternoon used to come back home, have food, and then work from 3 to 9. So that was like a full day's cycle for me. I worked for almost 1 year with him, and in 12th standard, after 6 months, I took a break. I studied for my 12th examination.
Board examination.
Yeah, and post 12th, I got an opportunity to work for a manufacturing company which was in Thane. The job was thankfully, I started going for a typing institute classes. So my speed was good, 40-50 words per minute was the speed, which got me this job into a manufacturing company. So when I was in first year BCom, instead of going to and attending the classes, I used to go and work for a company called Unit and Precision Casting, which is at Manpada, Thane. So it is far away from Thane station. We used to have a company bus. I used to work for somebody who is going on a long leave. So somebody is going on long leave for, let's say, 2 months from any of the department of the organization, be it inspection, production, accounts, finance, HR, stores management, and likewise. So whosoever is going for a leave, that clerk, I used to work in that person's place. So that was my first industry orientation at the age of I think 18-year-old. So at that age, I got the overall industry perspective. I used to work for multiple departments, and I worked there for almost 2 years till my last year BCom examination. I used to work there. I used to get a break of 15 days after every 60 days working. That is for a PF norm to abide by. So I used to get a break, and in that 15 days I used to catch up with the lost study in my college. And I had a good friends in college who used to do proxy for me, and then I used to manage the attendance. That way I did my college.
Good. And then what is that which attracted you to the field of an HR? How did love and affection for HR came
See, when I was working for this particular organization, UDPC, Unit and Precision Casting, most of my time used to go into personnel and administration department. One of the officer over there, his name is Sanjeev Sonawdekar, who gave me a break. He used to be my neighbor who used to stay next building, and he is the kind person who gave me this break. And in that organization, I started understanding the nuances of handling multiple people. It could be workmen, it could be staff officer, and likewise. So the function taught me as to what is the HR department, the erstwhile department, which was personnel and administration, how it functions, how it manages people issues, and that is something which had a long thought into my mind as to this is the career that I should be making.
Okay. And Mr. Pravin, also in that particular age, normally where आपको खेलने का भी शौक है, आपको क्रिकेट में भी काफी रुचि थी उस टाइम पे, एंड देन आप काम भी कर रहे थे, यू आर लाइक यू मैनेजिंग योर हाउस ऑल्सो. तो कभी आपके मन में ऐसा है कि लाइक व्हाट आई वांट टू बी आफ्टर 5 years, और कुछ रोड मैप ऐसा आपने कुछ बनाया था अपना करियर का?
नहीं सर, लाइफ जस्ट हैपेंस. आई मीन इट हैपेंड विथ मी. थैंकफुली मे बी वॉट एवर जो यहाँ पे लिखा रहता है आप कहीं भी मिटा नहीं सकते हो. सो द डेस्टिनी विच you are destined to something, and you really do not know as to what will happen tomorrow. It's just that you have good moral value, you be with good people, and that's something sail you through. I was a captain of my cricket team. I used to play good cricket. I was a good hitter. I was a good batsman. ऐसा नहीं कि मैंने क्रिकेट खेलना छोड़ दिया, बट उसका maybe the length and breadth that I used to play. Whenever I used to have holidays, I used to go playing cricket. Yes, obviously, I mean, after certain age, your body needs to give support to that. But I used to play cricket still.
Okay. Yeah. And then it's what are your beliefs about an HR in today's scenario like?
It's very evolved function. So somebody who has seen the time office function, as Prashant said, he started time office. Prashant Likit, one of your speaker. So I started with time office, and nice. I think that era and this era where your biometrics are working and saving time, it's a huge journey of HR which has been made. The HR function has evolved. The people that you deal with in your career have evolved, and that evolution has actually made your thought processes to tune to the changes. And I'm happy that this is something that evaluation with the technological advancement has actually brought the best out of you. So those were the days where you had to struggle physically. Now you struggle mentally as to what challenges are coming through and how do you counter those challenges.
Okay. And also you went to upgrade yourself, getting more insights about the company secretary, and also you went ahead with an master degree in human resource, like parallelly while working like as for the corporate which is concerned, like. So how you got inclined towards in higher studies?
Yeah. So studies का impact के लिए I will tell you one of my incidents which is deep rooted in my mind as to what studies can do to you. This organization called Unidirector Precision Casting I used to work with, where I used to get break after every 60 days. One of the break was in the month of December. I still remember it was December 1993, and after 3 months, my BCom graduation final year exams were to happen. It was a January month, and I started studying. I started, making my own notes, and I was in that zone of, getting into a serious study of giving the final year BCom exam. One fine day, I don't remember an exact day, but it could be 20th of January. I got a call from Mr. Sonaudekar, who got me this job of time office management as a leave vacancy clerk. He called me and said that there is a permanent vacancy in our office. People know you and you have already worked with me. So this vacancy is in my department. Why don't you come and give an interview? It's a namesake interview because people know you. You will be interviewed by the managing director, and we are certain that you will get this job. Come and give the interview, and then from day after tomorrow you can join. So I told him, sir, I am giving this exam, final year exam, and will I get a holiday? He said that's possibly not happening because once you start working, suddenly somebody has left. So I asked him who has left and where I'll be working on. So he said our front office receptionist has left, and you will be working on her place. And I used to sit on front office when I used to work with time office as a reliever to somebody. I used to sit. So I had a good phone etiquette. So I said, sir, give me some time. I will I will tell you. So he said, no, nothing doing. Tomorrow you'll have to come and give the interview. Otherwise the vacancy will go. And I'm holding on to this vacancy since you are a very good, worker or to me. I would like you to join. And he had a very friendly, he had a very friendly mannerism with me, and he knows my family. So he said, you come tomorrow. So I was in two minds. Whole night I couldn't sleep. Next day morning I had to go for the interview. I got up early. There used to be a bus from Thane station which used to travel for 20 minutes and take you to the company. And that bus used to start at 8:30 sharp in the morning. And my house was in Kalwa, a place called Kalwa, which is 5 kilometers away from Thane. So to catch a bus, I have to start at latest by 8 o'clock. And 7:30, I was ready. I did my puja, prayed to God, thanked Him for this opportunity. But at the same point of, there was another thought that 3 months down the line, you have this exam. I took my blessings from my mother, and she was also perplexed as to what is going on in my mind, and it was visibly on my face that I was in two minds. I wore my shoes. I opened the main door. As I was going to step out, I don't know what happened, what struck me. I took my leg back and I sat on a chair. I told my mother, can we manage without a salary for another 3-4 months? She said, yes, we can manage. Whatever little that saving that we have on that interest, we are managing. So 3-4 months is not an issue. So I told her that you please call Mr. Sonodekar and tell him that at that point of time, however it may sound flimsy, I told my mother to tell him that I am not feeling well, so I may not be able to come today. That entire day I had a rethought, and then I said that in another 3 months I'll turn from undergraduate to graduate. So in these 3 months, if I could dedicate myself to studies, after graduation there will be a lot of other opportunities which will open up to me. Surviving for another 3-4 months is not a question. Food is available, so that is something that we can manage. And then evening I met Mr. Sonodekar. I told him, sorry sir, I cannot join, I have to study further. And he was frank enough to understand my agony, and he said, yes, all the best to you, and you pursue further. I studied for 3 months. I caught up for, last 9 months curriculum, whatever it was, I lost not attending the college. I studied very hard. I had a very good friends who supported me, and I gave this exam, and I got good ranking in the exam, and that gave me a boost, confidence that I can do something with my studies. And that is something which made me to join company secretaryship, that made me to join the law school. And post that, good things started happening.
Good, great. Many a times, like basically say intuition and the decision what you take in your life. Are you looking in terms of a short term, in terms of a long term gain, which is there? But the decision what you take, I think that's your choice, and you have to face the consequences about that. But Mr. Pravin Sawant took a decision of going ahead with an evaluation for 3 months. He studied hard and he got good as far as the academic which is concerned, and then I think doors were open for him. No doubt today he's an CHRO of 63 Moons Technologies Ltd. Higher up in the ladder. I'm sure the struggle, the commitment, the dedication, and also the sacrifice of his mother and sister, and also like Mr. Pravin struggling at particular age, and where I think the culture and the values which were inculcated had made him more stronger as for life which is concerned. It's a very interesting insights and exclusive story of what we are having on ttalk Moons Soch of Mr. Pravin Sawant. Do catch up with him in our next episode of ttalk. Till then, go to www.ttalk.net, subscribe, like the channel as much as you can. So thanks a lot for being on the show. Thank you very much.